Jubilation sweeps across Igbo land as a video surfaces online showing Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu calling for the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu and speaking out against the rising attacks on Christians in Nigeria. Before we show you the video, tell us where you're watching from, hit the subscribe button, and let's dive in.
Distinguished delegates, esteemed leaders, and friends of humanity, there are moments in history when a leader must rise not only to defend his own nation, but to speak for the universal values that bind us all. Today, I rise in that spirit, not to criticize, not to condemn, but to appeal to the conscience of a brother nation. I stand today to speak about Nigeria, a country that holds a special place in the heart of Africa and in the hope of the world. Nigeria is a land of promise, a place where faith meets resilience, where countless ethnicities, languages, and traditions coexist under one flag. It is a country whose people have influenced the world through creativity, intellect, and faith. But today, Nigeria stands at a crossroads. It is a nation whose unity and destiny are being tested by growing distrust, by divisions, and by conflicts of identity. And yet, I believe that within these challenges lies an opportunity for Nigeria to rise, to heal, and to lead. It is from that place of friendship and respect that I wish to speak candidly about two issues that have captured the world's attention: the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu and the tensions surrounding Christian communities in parts of Nigeria. Let me begin with Nnamdi Kanu. I speak not as a judge of his politics, but as a believer in the rule of law and the dignity of every human being. When a man is detained for years amid controversy and uncertainty, when his case becomes a point of national and international division, it ceases to be just a legal matter, it becomes a moral one. The world is watching Nigeria closely, not out of interference, but out of hope. Hope that a nation with Nigeria's democratic foundation will choose dialogue over division, justice over repression, reconciliation over silence. To detain a man without transparency risks transforming him from a citizen into a symbol of something greater than any government can contain. But to grant him a fair and open process or to restore his freedom where due would not be a sign of weakness. It would be a monument of strength. Leadership is not measured by how tightly one holds power, but by how wisely one exercises mercy. I know from Israel's own history that no nation is perfect. We have made mistakes, faced internal dissent, and struggled to balance unity with diversity. But I also know that the path to lasting stability always begins with fairness and accountability. By resolving Nnamdi Kanu's case with transparency, Nigeria has a chance to demonstrate its moral maturity, to show the world that it does not fear the voice of dissent, but welcomes dialogue as the foundation of peace. Let him be heard. Let him be treated justly. Let the Nigerian judiciary rise as a beacon of fairness for all. For justice is not merely a legal principle, it is the heartbeat of every true democracy. And when justice flows freely, peace follows. Now, to the second matter, the growing unease surrounding the treatment and safety of Christian communities across Nigeria. I speak with deep respect for Nigeria's diverse faith landscape. It is a nation where Christianity and Islam have coexisted for generations, where people of different beliefs have intermarried, traded, and worked side by side to build a beautiful society. But lately, there has been rising concern not only among international observers, but within Nigeria itself, that the harmony which once defined this diversity is under strain. I say this not to assign blame, but to encourage understanding. No society can truly prosper when any community feels unsafe, unheard, or unwanted. The success of a nation depends not on how it treats its majority, but how it safeguards its minorities. Christians in Nigeria, like Muslims, like all believers, are part of the nation's soul. Their churches, their schools, their hospitals, and their humanitarian work have served the country faithfully for decades. They have educated children, fed the hungry, and contributed to Nigeria's development with devotion and patriotism. Their peace of mind must be a priority of national leadership. If Christians in Nigeria lose their sense of belonging, If they begin to feel alienated or defenseless, the very fabric of Nigeria's unity weakens. It is not enough for a government to proclaim equality. It must be seen, felt, and lived in every community. And that begins with listening. It begins with dialogue, with open, consistent, and honest engagement between leaders of every faith. It means building systems where grievances are heard, addressed, and prevented from festering into resentment. Israel's own experiences taught us that peace is never born from silence. It grows from difficult conversations, from empathy, and from the courage to acknowledge the pain of others without defensiveness. The Nigerian government, faith leaders, and civil organizations have within their hands a powerful opportunity to prove to the world that religious coexistence in Africa is not just possible, but exemplary. I believe Nigeria can lead that transformation. Let there be new policies that strengthen trust between the state and faith communities. Let security agencies be trained not just in tactics, but in sensitivity. Let education become a bridge of tolerance, teaching children that faith should unite, not divide. And let the message ring from Abuja to every corner of the nation that every Nigerian, regardless of religion, is equal under the law, equal in dignity, and equal in hope. The greatness of Nigeria will not come from its oil or its resources. It will come from how it treats its people, all its people. True power is not the ability to rule over others, but the wisdom to lift them up. I know that the leaders of Nigeria carry immense burdens. The challenges are many: economic pressures, security concerns, ethnic differences, and political competition. Yet, the measure of leadership is not how one manages comfort, but how one responds to crisis. In these times, restraint is a strength, dialogue is a strategy, compassion is a tool of statecraft. As friends of Nigeria, we must not speak with arrogance, but with hope. Israel, too, has faced internal divides and deep-rooted tensions. We have learned, painfully, that stability is built when leaders listen to every voice, even those they disagree with most. That is why I say again, from one democracy to another, release Nnamdi Kanu, or give him a fair and transparent trial that reflects Nigeria's greatness. Allow justice to breathe and protect every community, Christian, Muslim, traditional, or otherwise, as if the future of the nation depends on it, because it does. Nigeria's destiny is tied not to division, but to unity through fairness. There is no stronger foundation for national security than the trust of the governed. No greater defense against extremism than justice that works for all. If Nigeria succeeds in building a culture of equal protection and respect, it will not only silence its critics, it will inspire an entire continent. Let the world see an Africa that resolves conflict through dialogue, not through fear. Let the world see a Nigeria that stands tall, not because of its military strength or its wealth, but because it treats its people with equal care and courage. My friends, leadership is not a contest of pride, it is a covenant of service. It is easy to defend power. It is harder to defend principles. But it is only through principles that nations endure. Nnamdi Kanu's case has become more than one man's story. It is a test of Nigeria's commitment to justice. The situation of Christians across the nation is not merely a religious issue. It is a test of Nigeria's commitment to equality. And these two challenges, though different, share one truth. They will define the legacy of this generation. Nigeria has the potential to be not only Africa's economic engine, but its moral compass. When you choose transparency over secrecy, mercy over vengeance, inclusion over exclusion, you do not lose power, you gain honor. To my brothers and sisters in Nigeria, I say this with love. The world believes in you. The world admires your resilience, your brilliance, your spirit. You have faced storms and stood strong. You have risen from setbacks with unmatched courage. Now is the time to rise again, this time in justice. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Not because of pressure, not because of politics, but because the pursuit of fairness strengthens nations. Protect your Christians and every faith group, not because the world demands it, but because your own conscience knows it is right. Let there be a new season in Nigeria, a season of listening, dialogue, and unity. A nation that hears its people is a nation that heals, and a Nigeria that heals will not only lead Africa, it will inspire the world. Israel stands ready to support Nigeria's journey in dialogue, in mediation, in cooperation, because we believe that peace and fairness anywhere strengthen freedom everywhere. The destiny of nations is written not in their wealth, but in their wisdom, not in their might, but in their mercy. Let history remember this moment as the turning point when Nigeria chose a higher road, when she turned away from suspicion and embraced reconciliation, when she placed humanity above politics and compassion above fear. Nnamdi Kanu's freedom and the peace of Nigeria's Christian and Muslim communities are not separate issues. They are the same dream, a nation united by justice. And justice is the truest form of peace. Let us stand together as nations, as faiths, as people of conscience, and remind the world that every nation, no matter its size or struggle, can rise when it chooses the path of fairness. Let Nigeria rise. Let justice speak. Let peace find a home again in every heart. May the God who watches over all nations grant Nigeria the wisdom to lead with compassion, the strength to act with integrity, and the courage to heal our divisions through truth. Thank you.
So guys, who said Biafra would not come? Who said Biafra will not come? I always tell us this thing. If Biafra did not come today, that does not mean that it's not going to come tomorrow, or next tomorrow, or in future. Because this is just divine. They can never change this. It's there, it's there. So guys, this is good news. They think dragging Nnamdi Kanu or Simon Ekpa or other Biafra agitators will make them silent this, but they are making the world to know them. They don't know that doing what they are doing right now, they have already made the world to know them. Biafra is becoming more popular every day. So guys, I will drop it here. Please drop your comment below the comment section. This is Prospect Channels TV. Share this video, make it go viral so that the world, especially Biafrans, will understand what is happening right now because help have come. Thank you. See you in my next video and bye for now.